Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here. Welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. Okay, I'm just gonna pull these guys back to Amsterdam. There's no reason to send them out. Okay, my 88s, if I remember right, I could put some up there, but I don't think... Actually, no, that is what I'm gonna do. For another turn or two, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And these guys are gonna go out here for the time being. Right. I have these here. Okay, we're actually not going to use them first. What did I do with my Dornier? Okay, let's hit Moscow first. Okay, so there's at least 3 of these in there. I don't know the full extent of Moscow's defenses, unfortunately. Okay, looks like it's just 3 fortresses. Let's just see if we can knock them all down to 1 hit point. I'm thinking at best we're only going to get another 1 down to 1 hit point. 1 will be left at 2. If that's the case, we'll try to bomb them anyway. Hey, there we go. It's just infantry holding the city. And maybe some wounded T-34s or something like that. I have a lot of these things. Wow. Ah, right. I need to clear out those fighters first. He actually has a handful of yaks, and if he's smart, they're all going to be in here. Maybe he's not smart? Okay. I knew there had to be more. The game keeps trying to trick me into thinking there aren't. Okay. Well, dang it, that means our first successful bombing run's just gonna hit a yak. Alright, well, at least we killed it in 1 shot. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they've stacked the city with every fighter they can get their hands on. Even those things? Oh my goodness, there are so many. I think that's our last 87B. Yeah. Wow. I can't fault them. It's frustrating, but it's smart. Okay, well, since we're not taking Moscow this turn, we're absolutely going to destroy that next turn. And whatever else we can happen to catch and destroy. Yeah, there's no other fighters up there. I'm not so confident Yaroslavl is clear of fighters, so we're not going to bomb that one that's closest and in the forests. Can't kill it anyway, without leaving a tank out there. And they've proven themselves to be bold enough to capitalize on me leaving a tank somewhere. Okay, those 87Bs are going to get pulled out of there. Okay, this one has to stay there. Okay, that's a bunch of 87Bs. We're just trying to consolidate ourselves right now. Although I do want to kill those. At least a couple of them. Yeah, I think their constant attacks over here on this front are just going to be sort of an ever-present thing until we manage to take Moscow. Since they can still build these back there, and I'm not going to bother trying to take stuff while our troops are still busy elsewhere. Okay, so that's another wave of motorized rifles. Okay, there's no fighters in there. Wow. That's what we need to see more of. Okay, well, I guess that city is clear. So I might launch some men there as well. There are still fighters in Moscow. It's risky to take these probing shots because they can shoot us down. They're not. Okay, so we've dealt with all the fighters in Moscow at least. Whoa. Our attack was terrible that time. There we go. There are not that many guys in there. Dang it. Of all the things to destroy, why the research lab? Okay. Well, we're kinda out of targets almost. I guess let's just start peppering that city too. I apologize for my voice at all. I am recovering from a second sickness I got hit with shortly after the Christmas sickness, which I think I mentioned in a previous video. Now any units that city pumps out will be marginally weaker. There was a special fortress in there. That's weird. Why that one? Well, some of those are there for historical significance. I think most of the special fortresses in the game were placed to denote areas which in reality were heavily defended that the computer normally wouldn't have a reason to defend. Just to simulate, you know, because the computer's AI is terrible. So it'll act a little more intelligent by having no say over where its actual defenders are. That's why we take out barracks, to keep those from showing up. New, so let's make sure it's useless before it even gets out of its factory. Well, I feel better about that. I'm going to send the rest of these to Uralsk. Yeah, they don't have any 88s over here yet. These ones are all going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. They can technically still reach Moscow. Okay, I don't think we actually have anything in reach. No, we don't. Okay, that's good for them. I'll take the other 3 and put them here. Right, those dudes. They're still running around. Okay, well, we're not bombing them. Or that. Which is unfortunate, because now it feels like we're wasting things. Actually, let's just do this. Okay. Okay, well, I don't have enough to kill these British infantry. I thought I had a couple more 88s or 87Bs here, although it makes sense that I wouldn't. That was a risky one. I forgot about TaskGent. Which is, I'm probably mispronouncing as well. But, you know, what else is new? Wow! He got his 1 in a million. About time. We can't have successful planes sitting around, so let's blow those up. Not have many people here. I'm going to do my best to cut them off from any potential reinforcements, too. Right. We have more important targets. Otherwise, I would absolutely go after those Persian infantry. Where did that guy come from? I don't remember seeing him appear anywhere. That must have been one of the ones that we zona controlled as he ran past Suez. He got injured and fled to the nearest space that was still on the way to whatever his destination was. Okay, that isn't bad. I'm gonna hit these guys now. Just to make their lives ever less convenient. That guy is, in fact, just a defender here. I would have sworn there was a transport inside. I don't have many 88s there. The Italians are all the way out here already. I have no clue where they're going. Of course. Are you kidding me? What's the AA defense on these things? 3? Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, that is better than mine. Still, that seems excessive, like the number of shooting downs they just got. Oh my goodness. These things are useless. Okay, I have a significantly better attack than their defense. And more than double the hit points, so theoretically this should be a walk in the park. I need to start actually working these things over though, so this is what has to happen. Okay. these ones are ever so slightly more difficult to shoot down. Thank goodness the computer's moronic when it comes to these invading units. If it used them properly... I mean, it really wouldn't impact that much, but it'd be so inconvenient. Such a morale blow. It'd suck a lot more than it does now. Why am I fortifying that? Let's see, we're going to be moving up this turn. The Finns are not close enough to capitalize on pretty much anything. Man, I cannot believe those C2s shot down 4 of us. I know our defense is pretty bad, but that seems excessive. Hopefully it's not quite as bad now that they're down one of their battleships. Man, these guys are really putting up a solid defense. I also think it's funny that actual fishing is done this far north. There's just fish in the water, which I'm assuming is accurate. I don't know, maybe the North Pole is farther away than I think it is, but I feel like this is so far north that all this water should just constantly be ice, even though I know it's really not. Let's see, I'm gonna move these guys... Here works, yeah. Guess these guys just... Yeah, we'll just keep throwing mines down. We'll run out of spaces to mine eventually. Oh, we have a new carrier. Whoa. Oh, Warsaw's also making security divisions. I'm getting a bunch of them over here. Yeah, we're all just gonna keep waiting here until we take Moscow. Then I'll have a little more clearing, and its surrounding cities. Then I'll know what I want to do a little better. Oh, we have several new carriers. Man, we are pumping these things out. Right, I want these back. I don't need them anymore. Not up here, at least. All of this moves forward. What? Oh, that's a hill. Right. Okay, so it takes 3 of them to do the work of 1 normal worker. So I can take a Turkish worker and bring him over here. And then the others will join him or someone else after. These are security divisions. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna send... Can this guy reach here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, he can. And the motorized infantry can get out there. That frees up both of my panzers that were basically being used to garrison. Yeah, that was just gonna surge out there. Oh, these are all wounded anyway. Not you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. They can get here with 2 movement left. Good. I'm just gonna send this. Kill both of the, or 2 of these. One will survive, but that's no big deal. Saves me from having to travel out onto the hills. And then if all of these can go here with 1 movement left, I'm just gonna send 1 over here. Okay. There we go. Man, what do I use this guy for? Go over here. I don't have nearly enough people for Africa. Which is kind of the problem with Africa. But this is the issue with Europe trying to invade all of Africa and Asia. You just don't have the numbers. We'll get there, though. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and waste the turns of 3 of them. Send another 2 down here. These Messerschmitts can now leave. Actually, I might need some more out here. The E's can't reach that far. I still want my air defenses there. I don't trust the Russians to not pull some dirty trick. Do the sort of thing to me that I do to them all the time. Okay, they should be good pretty soon here. And then my men will have arrived. Might move my 88s that are here down to here. That gets us a little more coverage, lets us make sure we can hit Aden. And more than just Suez out here. I would attack Alexandria this turn, if I had the numbers. Fortunately, however, what I've learned from my bombings is they don't have any ships in there, and Suez is, of course, ours. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to wake this. We're all going to go over here. And we're going to drop a Slovakian. Yep, and then the rest will go over there. We'll do the same thing on these spots. He'll load up with our men. Because Alexandria doesn't have a transport, and I seriously doubt Tobruk does. It doesn't even have a road. We're going to have to fix that. Alright. Oh, that's a new one. I do have some infantry here. I could move them out. I don't know how many of these guys are... Well, they seem to have been here a little while already. That'll head out ahead, just in case someone wants to waylay us. We'll be sure and prepared. And then that, when it joins up with our fleet, they'll just head off to start conquering other stuff. I might have another one head out here to join up with them, but otherwise that'll be mostly it for the Indian Ocean Fleet. Okay, don't think I have much to move over here anymore. I'll move those infantry in like another turn when we take something else of significance. We're not pushing further on this front till we make some more progress up here. There's so many German infantry just sitting there doing nothing. But I like having them here as my safety blanket. And one more turn. Hopefully we'll have Murmansk, which will be awesome. And hopefully the Finns deal with that, so I don't have to. Now, something I want to see. This is building a carrier. If I change its production to wealth... Never mind. If I change... Who hasn't built much of something yet? You haven't. If I do this... Does that waste... Yeah, that wastes all but one shield. Who's just started something and hasn't put a turn into it yet? Or actually, we just take Berlin, for example. We do this. That puts us up by like 40 gold. And then if I put up science again... Wow, that's like a... That's like 600 for that, so... Not worth. For an extra 2 turns shaved off, that is a ton of money. Alright, I just wanted to see. And now we've seen, and we know that's a bad idea. Those should all be dead next turn. These guys will finish their job. That's weird. Oh, now they're not in the carrier, are they? Oh well. I can only assume this is heading up there too. We'll try to bomb them with these guys again. But I swear, if they shoot us all down, I'm going to be annoyed. Now this has 7 moves. They can move 5 away. If they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Then we'd still be 1 short. My Bismarck is likely to still win an engagement, but it'd be a bit riskier. Man, there's still so many resistors in Liverpool. And quite a few in Leeds, but at least they're kind of cleared out there. Alright, we dealt with all the ones in Manchester. And Leicester. Not Birmingham. No, we do have the ones in Birmingham clear. Most of these are German, actually. That's right. That's the real solution. And I think we've already fixed London. Yeah. London coming in clutch with these, giving us like an extra 40 gold a turn. Wait, so it is just Liverpool then. These infantry are doing their job. That's good to know. I don't have to worry about other stuff afterwards. I wonder... I mean, the next best plane... Heichels are only an 18. Yeah. Next best plane I got after an 84 is an 88. I could put those on carriers. There's nothing wrong with that. But I really wanted to use the 87Bs because of their high damage output. 588 bombing runs on a stack of battleships won't do a whole lot. 87Bs, though, they can. But I did not predict them getting shot down this consistently, because it's kind of ridiculous. Oh well. It'll work itself out, I'm sure. Okay, well, I got anything else to move? Pretty sure I just went through all that, and the answer was no. Yep. Well, let's move to... Oh, wait a minute. I could move some of them... nah, I already stacked up where I needed them. At least a few guys. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, let's go to next turn. Thank you, Finland. If their territory extends to that one spot between Murmansk and the city south of us, I'm going to be upset. Well, that works. That's one less defender for me to deal with. Please get in range of us. I could probably take out that whole stack with nothing but Romanians. Those communist infantry are terrible. They're really useful for only one thing, and that's garrisoning cities. Like ones that you're not going to be around. The thing about a communist government is it has a 5-person happiness. Like, I get extra happiness up to 3 soldiers in a city. Communists get up to 5, I'm pretty sure. So they need garrisons even more than a fascism. Okay, I was about to say, you better not lose to a cavalry. That would do nothing but assure me that you're absolutely useless. Interesting. Yeah, you're not getting away. Yeah, keep doing that. India's actually being an annoyance right now. Rest of them, not so much. Curious. Did our territory extend again? Over some Italian stuff. Where did that T-34 come from? They coming up from north? Or do they have rubber that we have not yet heard of? Okay, well I'm good with that. As long as they keep surging into my territory like morons, I can keep blowing them up. I'm curious to see what that stack of motorized rifles does. Soviets are spiteful, and apparently helpless. Well, I've already crippled, like, all their cities up north. It's going to take minimal bombing runs, if any, to prepare them for proper invasion. Which means I can focus that huge plane stack on just smashing whatever they send out there. Especially because they're vacating all of their places that they should be extra defending. Yeah, they might have a road up there. One that goes over the mountains, or at least gets them closer, because I can't think of any other reason for them to go north. Nor do I understand how else those T-34s came down. Except by going all the way around the Urals, but that'd take quite the road. And again, they only sent some T-34s up there like 3 turns ago. I don't think I have a Dornier in Sverdlovsk there. I should probably put one there so that I can see. Wow, these guys can't build anything. Really? Amsterdam's like kind of a big city. Does it not have any squares that it works? And not any good ones. Oh my goodness, this is with a factory? No, it's not with a factory. Ah, that explains it. Okay. I was like, they don't even build infantry or Dorniers in less than 5 turns. I mean, Amsterdam never produces much, but I figured I could at least get something out of it. And new SS. Oh, Gomel. I don't know if that's an L or an I. Probably an L. It is online. Yeah, let's go with 88s. Yeah, figures. If I could have gone just 1 turn with some happiness in there, we could have actually got our marketplace in, and everything would have been fine. But no, the people have to revolt. You know, I've actually never had combat engineers. I'm curious to see something about them. I'm going to have one built here, and we're going to do a little testing. More so, I mean, I guess if they are as useful as I'm hoping they could be, they'd be useful in other games, like other World War II games as well, but I just want to know how they function. I know they got 2 moves. I don't know if they work faster or slower than normal workers, but I think the speed is different. If it's faster, that makes them very useful. I don't know if they take citizens to make. It makes sense if they did, but I don't know. And I don't know if their 2 movement buff that they get, it's not really a buff, but if their 2 movement, if that also, like, applies to forests and hills and stuff, if they move like Finnish light infantry or Gurkhas. Because if they do, that makes them extra useful. If it's that and they're quicker, they can hurl down roads really quick in newly acquired territories, and especially in South America and certain portions of Africa, but mostly South America, that'd make them vital. The downside is they're really expensive, but I could probably pump them out if they are that useful pretty quickly over in, I don't remember what city it is. The one I used to build my HQs in. I have the ironworks there. We really don't have to deal with that much corruption. I'm surprised. I'm also surprised an option hasn't showed up yet for the Forbidden and Hidden Palaces, which I'm pretty sure do identical things. Both of their descriptions are off in the game, and the option after you take enough cities pops up eventually to be like, hey, you want to build these. But I don't know exactly when it happens. Yeah, I guess just start working on the plants. Don't need a mass transit yet. I think both of these. 3 content faces. Interesting. I thought it was just like 1. 3's better than I even thought it was. I didn't think they could work that oil. Literally just reaching out to work on the planes. Okay, well those 2 guys are absolutely going to die, because I'm going to use these 87 Vs to do that. Once we have Mashhad, I'm going to drop any 87 Vs from these cities. I'm going to move over here, probably. Because we've got Brits moving around here. So I don't know where they're going to attack yet. They're kind of unpredictable, and this area is vast, and so they can show up anywhere. But we should have that next turn. Hopefully, we'll have Moscow, although I give no guarantees on that one. We're certainly not going to have this, but we might get close. I do hope to have that. I only have 4 panzers, but they don't have that many defenders. Defenders. They didn't reinforce it with anything. And do I have... No, I don't have a Dornier there. I have a Dornier here. Okay, I'm going to put it here, just because I'm curious. We're going to pull back and let that one get closer before we do anything. It's kind of far out there. And I don't have any 87Bs up here. That's quite a few T-34s. Well, like I said, though, we kind of smashed most of these guys already, so most of these 88s could just go right to destroying those groups. One more turn, probably to let the rest of the panzers heal up, not that I strictly need to. And then they might jump out and attack these cities. I want to take all 4 of these as quick as I'm able. Because then we can move on to that one, which is another important city for them. And we're just going to keep establishing connections with as many like crossroads as we can for our own convenience sake. Also, what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The moron moved right into the one spot that we can actually reach. He could have gone over here, and we wouldn't have been able to get him. But he moved over one, that's what I thought. So, this Bismarck will get him. We will bomb what's left with this stack, and hopefully the other one will be injured enough that our other Bismarck can kill that too. Then we can deal with that entire fleet, start to get our wounded guys healed up, and put them back out here in the Atlantic, so that the next time one of these stacks show up, I have a few Bismarcks and a carrier full of stuff to deal with it. Yeah, and I gotta make sure those 87Bs go where they're supposed to. And we need to clear these resistors out, because they are trouble. Okay, well I think that's about it. I'm not worried about a British tank brigade. Our panzers are all good. We might get Alexandria next turn. I also have those to help us bombard it. And we might even get our people picked up from... We'll definitely get our people picked up from Nicosia and on their way. And then they're just going to beeline it right down to here. I might wait for our carrier, though. It's getting pretty close. Alright, well that's going to do it for this one. If you haven't yet... So quite a few panzers. If you haven't yet, please check the link in the description for my book. If you like the look of it, give it a read. And if you like the read, give it a positive review. Otherwise, that is going to be it. So thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.